Hi everybody, it's Bravo Herbs again. I am just, tripping out over this whole coupon fraud thing with Walgreens. I was just looking at some of the other follow-up videos from some of the other YouTubers. I think Pinching Pennies with Priscilla did another one, and Food and Fashion Sense is doing one. I'm just totally amazed. We were just sort of brainstorming on Pinching Pennies with Priscilla's vlog about exactly what could have went wrong here or what happened here. And every time my coupons were scrutinized in Walgreens, the answer would be, well, the company has alerted us that there are a lot of fraudulent coupons, etc., And I'm like, I don't even see that many people couponing in here. Okay, maybe not in my store, but maybe I'm thinking across the country. It's a whole bunch of couponers and they're defrauding the company or something. But if you look at some of the comments that some people are making, we're sort of brainstorming, trying to figure out what exactly is going on. My actual thought about that is the fact that, because I worked in retail, and I know some of the stuff the employees do, and now we see some of the managers do, in order for people to, to get money on the side, but yet and still it doesn't make it look like your register is messed up. Because I was looking at somebody else's video. I want to say it was Black Star or 29 Lawan. I can't remember which one it was. It was one of the other bloggers that we listened to. But they were talking about how this guy had put a 59-cent Snicker bar on her order, and she had asked him before she took it off. Before he rung her up, could he take that off and make sure it was off? And then, sure enough, when she got her ticket and paid for it, it was charged. She was charged for it. So when she had him call the manager so that she can get her money back, she saw this guy put this Snicker bar in his pocket. And she was saying that this particular store, they give incentives. I think it was Walgreens. They give incentives for so many candy bars that the cashier sells. And sometimes she said she would buy them just to help out the cashier so that they can get their incentive. But this particular guy, tried to cheat her. And so that's what I started thinking. I said, what they're doing is, see, every time, like, I knew for sure that they would not have that Abrexa when I went in the store. I already knew this. I went 3 different Walgreens today. Now, why in the world is this all gone? A holiday weekend. Okay, not that many people doing that much shopping. People may be out of town or doing whatever. And not that many people do that much shopping on Sunday. That I know. Not because we're in the Bible Belt. Most people at church and everything. But I go in there Monday morning. There are none of those diet pills at all. None of them. And every time they have a sale like that, they're always out of that stuff. So my thing is, I always had suspected that they were going to sell what was on the shelf, and they were not going to restock for the consumer. And now I see why, because they're still getting the money. They're turning in the money. They're selling us, because the one lady told me, this morning, she said there were only 3 on the shelf, and they just went yesterday, And she said everybody's been asking about those. And we're supposed to get a truck in, this and that. You hear the same old speech. But if none of those items come in on that truck, then I know that they intentionally were not going to sell that product. They were intentionally going to do, and now we see, this is evidence right here, that those products were not sold, and Walgreens still getting the money for it. And what's happening, what I feel is happening, is that those managers are making it seem like they're selling those products, and then they turn in those register rewards to make it look like their store has done this and that, and they get redeemed for it, or they pocket that money themselves. That's what's going on. So, and the employees can't pocket the money for the register reward, but they can, unless some of the employees, there's another scenario, some of the employees could be stealing some of the register rewards because they're not attached to any kind of card like they do at CVS and Rite Aid. And then they can take those rewards and spend them, or make copies of them and then spend the copies. So, I mean, it's a lot of stuff that could be going on. It could be the employees, and it could be the managers that's turning in this stuff like this. Because I mean, personally, I mean, I've worked with corporate owners, and I know there's a lot of backbiting and cutthroat stuff going on the corporate side. But at the same time, it's kind of hard to believe that the main corporate office would be the culprit behind it. It could be, but I'm thinking a lot of managers, it's some shading is going on in the store, and the store is defrauding their own company, and they're turning in these rewards and so forth like that. And the company, you know, because why would the company risk this type of allegation if the corporate office was doing it? So it's kind of making me think that the stores are doing it. I don't know what you guys think. This is really opening up a huge can of worms, a big discussion here, because it just did not make sense to me that these companies would be tripping like they are, or these manufacturers would be tripping like they are over the consumer couponing, because most of the coupons are what, less than $2. Excuse me. I don't know. Now kind of everything is making sense now. So just let me know what you guys think. Okay, I'm done. I'm just, I don't know. I'm just tripping out over this whole thing. And I just, every time I see somebody else's video on it, it makes me want to talk. So just let me know what you guys think. Bye for now.